I feel anyone that comes to Canada, the one thing they'll always do is Niagara Falls. For me, family trips are about being together, sitting face to face and talking. These are the things you remember. I think we made a new memory today.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਹਮਦਰਦ ਟੀਵੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੁਰਜੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਖਾਸ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ। ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਖਾਸ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਸ ਸ਼ਖਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਲ ਹੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਬਾਈ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਹਟੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਨਤੀਜਾ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਪੀਅਰ ਪੋਲੀਵਰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਸੱਤਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੀਅਰ ਪੋਲੀਵਰ ਜੀ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨਗੇ, ਚਾਨਣਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ। ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਲੈਟਸ ਵੈਲਕਮ Mr. Pierre Poilievre. Hello, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Welcome to Hamdard TV studio. First of all, congratulations to you for your stronger comeback.
Thank you very much. It was a great result, and I had a lot of fun getting to know the farmers, ranchers, oil and gas workers, soldiers in Battle River Crowfoot, and 81%.
Okay.
So it was a good win.
Yeah, it's a very good win.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the graph of the Conservative Party. As you win the by-election, the graph of Conservative Party is raising very high, and talking about the Liberals, they are going down. So what do you think, what's the reason behind it, just after 5 months of elections?
Well, I think people are understandably disappointed with Mark Carney. He made all of these promises. He said that after a decade of Liberals driving up crime, the cost of living, housing costs, out of control immigration, that he would be different.
Yeah.
Instead, he's worse. I mean, since Mr. Carney took office, our economic growth, our economy is now shrinking. Productivity has gone down. The cost of food is going up.
Yeah.
There's a new housing crisis now in the GTA where builders can't build anymore. Crime is raging out of control. And Mark Carney is losing the trade war with both China and the United States. So people are saying Mark Carney is even worse than Justin Trudeau. But I think also people see that we're focused on the things that they want. They want us to strengthen take-home pay with lower taxes and lower inflation, to bring safe streets by locking up the criminals that Liberals have been letting out, to secure our borders by hitting the brakes on immigration. And of course, to make our country self-reliant, use our resources so that we don't have to depend on the Americans or China or any other country, that we can take care of ourselves and be the richest country in the world.
Yeah, and sir, we will also talk about the current immigration status in Canada. And first of all, I would like to talk about the tariffs. USA President Trump putting tariff on Canada. So do you think right now people are worried about more about tariff rather than the affordability and house crisis of Canada?
Well, Mr. Carney said to Canadians that they should vote for him even though Liberals drove up the cost of living, the cost of housing, the crime on our streets, because he was going to save us from the tariffs. Has that happened?
No.
No, since Mr. Carney took office, the American tariffs have doubled on Canada. It's gotten even worse. Mark Carney has been making one concession after another to Donald Trump and getting nothing in return. He's losing the trade war, and Canadians are paying the price. So what I'm saying is, Mr. Carney, we should work together, pass the Conservative Sovereignty Act. This is an idea that we make Canada the best place in the world to dig a mine, build a pipeline, put together an LNG or a nuclear plant, expand our ports to overseas markets away from the United States. Pass this bill with us. The best part of this bill, zero capital gains tax if you reinvest your money in Canada. So if you sell your trucking company but you want to reinvest in a Canadian hotel or restaurant or something, you'll pay zero capital gains. Imagine all the money that's going to come pouring back. And I'm saying to Mr. Carney, take my idea. Let's put it in place
Yeah.
because we need to put Canada first.
Yeah, yeah. In today morning, in the announcement, you also said that Liberals should take your idea because you want the better future of the Canadian youth.
That's right.
And talking about the immigration status of in Canada, you announced the policy today morning in Mississauga. So I want you to share the policy again with our viewers.
Well, if I could just explain the background on why we got to this idea. Right now, we have the worst employment numbers in 30 years for our youth. Our young people, particularly in GTA,
Yeah,
cannot find jobs.
yeah, that's right.
And they already couldn't afford homes, now they can't get jobs. But big, wealthy corporate elites are bringing in temporary foreign workers, not immigrants,
Yeah.
temporary foreign workers to take jobs that should be going to our youth. Do you know Tim Hortons has increased its temporary foreign workforce by 1,000% in the last 4 years. Meanwhile, our young people are going around, communities like Brampton, Mississauga, they're handing off their resumes everywhere.
Yeah,
they can't
yeah.
get a job. And the jobs are being given away to the Canadians, the foreign workers. So we need to get our young people working. And so Conservatives say it's time to get rid of the temporary foreign worker program. Our employers should hire Canadians. Canadian jobs for Canadian workers. Put Canada first. You know, our purpose is I want every young person to get that wonderful phone call. I'm sure you've had it.
Yeah.
Where your phone rings, you pick it up, and they say, you got the job.
Yeah.
And that's what we want everybody to have.
Yeah, it's such a exciting news for me if I will get a chance in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a great job now.
Yeah.
But fortunately, a lot of young people who are your age can't find jobs.
Yeah.
And we want that to change.
Yeah, we also heard many news like people are struggling to find jobs and they are going into depression and stress a lot. And talking about the international students who are already here in Canada, does there any plan of your party for them who are already here in Canada?
Well, I mean, the Liberals have really ruined the international student program. It used to be a very small, targeted program to attract a specialized group of students who could come to Canada, get educated. In some cases, if they got high-paying jobs, they could stay.
Yeah.
But the increased numbers are so high that we have no place to house or employ a lot of them. We know the stories of Brampton bylaw officers discovering 26 students living in one basement.
Yes.
This can't go on. And so when the permits expire, most will have to go back to their home country. And that said, they're not bad people. I don't have anything against the students. They're being taken advantage of. I think the Liberals have done real damage to these students, and we should be compassionate and caring, but we have to hit the brakes on the overall numbers because we need to actually have more people, temporary visitors, leaving than we have new people coming for several years so that we can free up homes, healthcare resources, and jobs.
And Mr. Poilievre, do you think that international students or temporary foreign workers will leave this country by their own? Because once upon a time, one person asked Liberal government for this, that how they can get rid of the international students, like how they are going back. So they said that they will leave this country by themselves. So do you think they will leave?
Well, those that have an expired visa have to leave.
Yeah.
And if one has an expired visa and they're not eligible to be renewed, then they have to leave or be deported. That's just the way the system works. And I don't say that with any kind of joy. A lot of these students are really wonderful people. It's just that the Liberals have done such a disastrous job. They brought so many people so quick with no plan to house, employ, or care for them. And now they're in a tough position, but our communities are in an even worse position.
Yeah. And there's a lot of backlog in the immigration system.
Yes.
So how can immigration processing time can be reduced? So do you think there should be like exact policy for that?
Yes, the reason that the processing times are out of control is because the Liberals have allowed so many people to come in, and many of them are not real refugees. For example, the number of refugee claims has gone from 10,000 up to 280,000 in the last 10 years. That's the backlog. In other words, there are 28 times more refugee claimants in a backlog now than there were when the Liberals took office. Now what's happening is all the resources at the immigration department are focused on processing. Many of these claims are nonsense. It's not, they're not real refugees. But it's clogging up the system so that, you know, someone who's sponsoring a spouse to come and get married they're both got great jobs, they're good people, they're waiting and waiting and waiting. Families are divided, so everyone's losing with this. We need to get the numbers under control, focus on bringing in only the right people in the right numbers, and then process the decisions quickly.
You just talked about the spousal visas. So
Yes.
the processing time is 36 weeks.
36 weeks?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Just for a visa?
Yes.
That's for a visitor visa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
36 weeks. It's too much longer.
Yeah, it's a very long time, and in many cases, it's someone who's got a job, their spouse could come here and eventually become Canadian as well, and they'd both be taxpayers, but people who follow the rules are being left waiting while rule breakers and phony claimants are getting bumped to the front of the line.
Yeah, and now let's talk about the unemployment rate of Canada. Like you already talked about, like 15 to 24 year of your age, like unemployment rate is, I think, 14.6% for the youth.
That's right.
So what do you want to say about this? Like, can you please elaborate this?
Yes, it's a very sad story. A lower share of young people are working today than at any time in the last 27 years. And this is because Liberal taxes and red tape are killing jobs. Liberal abuses in the immigration system are flooding the job market with low-wage workers, temporary foreign workers that take jobs from Canadians. So we want to, Conservatives are going to rein in immigration, taxes, red tape. We're going to unlock our country with an open for business approach. Less tax, less red tape, fast permits so businesses can get started quickly, and when they grow their business, they keep more of the money to reinvest. Zero capital gains tax when you reinvest in Canada. Lower income tax on workers so they can spend more money in the local restaurants and communities, creating more jobs. And then, of course, we have to slow down the immigration so that when a job comes open, Canadians can get those jobs.
Yeah. So you are going to raise all these concerns in the Parliament in the fall session?
Yes, absolutely. I've said we're not only going to oppose out of control Liberal inflation, taxes, crime, immigration, but we're also going to propose solutions to fix it. And I haven't mentioned crime, but one of the big issues that we're facing now is just the rampant crime, because Liberal laws allow the repeat offenders to be released again and again and again. The same guys, it's not a lot of criminals, it's a small group. I want to lock them all up, throw away the key, leave them in jail. With a new law, it's called 3 strikes you're out. 3 serious offenses, they go to jail, they don't come out. And no bail, no parole, no probation for the repeat offenders. Also, self-defense law. We call it castle doctrine. Your home is your castle. You should be able to defend it. If somebody comes into your house and threatens your family, you should be able to take action, even lethal action, if that's what it takes, and that you should not be thrown in jail for doing the right thing.
Okay. And talking about the housing crisis, like youth is not able to buy their own houses in Canada, all over the Canada, not talking about the Ontario, all over Canada. And what strategies will make housing more affordable for Canadians?
Well, we have to ask ourselves, why is it so expensive? I mean, we have the most expensive housing in all of the G7, even though we have by far the most land to build on. It's incredible. We have 10 times as much land per person as the next closest country. 10 times. It should be dirt cheap to own a home in Canada. What is standing in the way? The Liberal government, high taxes on building, very slow permits. We have the second slowest permits in all of the developed world. So here's what I propose. Get rid of the federal sales tax on all homes under $1.3 million. That would save up to about $75,000 per purchase in places like Brampton and Mississauga. Second, pay the municipalities to lower their building taxes by half so that we can get more homes built at a lower cost. And third, let's sell off 6,000 federal buildings and thousands of acres of federal land for homes. You get more homes in supply, then Canadians will have more homes to buy and the price will come down.
Okay.
This is how we're going to get a big, one other thing, zero capital gains tax for anyone who sells one investment and uses it for home building. So all that billions of dollars will come in building apartment complex, houses, and other homes so that wonderful families can again afford a place to live.
Okay, and you recently talked about the crime issue in Canada. So if we ask the like provincial government, like MPPs, they said it's the responsibility of the federal government. And if we talk to the MPs of Liberal government, they said that it is the responsibility of the provincial government, like MPPs. So how do you want to answer this question?
It's very simple. The federal criminal code. It's the criminal code. That's the law for criminals, and it's the federal government that sets the criminal code.
Okay.
So Liberal law C-75 allows people out on bail within hours of their most recent arrest. So you can be arrested 100 different times, and they bring you in, and the police have to release you to go commit crime. Sometimes police arrest the same guy 3 times in a day.
Yeah.
The same guy.
In same day.
The same day. Why don't we just leave him in jail? So I would repeal all the Liberal laws, get rid of them. 3 strikes you're out, 3 offenses, and we lock you up and throw away the key. That's how we're going to get rid of this crime problem. When we were in government, we didn't have a crime problem. Crime was dropping. But under the Liberal laws, it has been total chaos. And listen, the Liberals named this Brampton MP as a crime minister. What has she done? What's the result? Look around you. You feel more endangered than ever before. Liberals will not keep you safe. Conservatives will protect you.
Yeah. And last but not the least, any message you want to convey to our audience who is watching you right now?
Yes, it's a message of hope for a change. You know, I realize it's been a terrible 10 years for people living in Brampton and Mississauga after the Liberal laws have unleashed crime on our communities, out of control immigration, rising cost of living, and they will try to distract you from all of their failures. But my message is, you don't have to live like this. It doesn't have to be this way. We can restore the Canada where your hard work gives you a good life, in a safe home with affordable food, under our proud flag. That is my mission as your next Prime Minister, and I hope you'll join me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Poilievre. It was
Thank
my pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure being with you, and thank you for hosting me.
Thank you so much. ऐसे ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਖਾਸ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਈ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਪੀਅਰ ਪੋਲੀਏਵ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਟੇਜੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ, ਕੀ ਪਾਲਿਸੀਜ਼ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਲਿਆਂਦੀਆਂ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ, ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਜੋ ਫਾਲ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕੰਸਰਨਸ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਰੇਜ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ, ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ। ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਚਾਨਣਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ। ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਚੰਗੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ। ਫਿਲਹਾਲ ਸਾਡੀ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ। ਬਣੇ ਰਹੋ ਹਮਦਰਦ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਿਓ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।
I feel anyone that comes to Canada, the one thing they'll always do is Niagara Falls. For me, family trips are about being together, sitting face to face and talking. These are the things you remember.